Hello and welcome to Jumpin' Johnny Gaming Retro Walkthroughs. This Final Fantasy V Pixel Remastered video is the 9th part of the 100% walkthrough. This video series will cover everything you need to do in the game to get every achievement or trophy. Again, we are still knee deep in the story and ending with our first dungeon for a while. From the town of Rogoli, head down and you will come across a castle. The only thing we can do here for now is to get an enemy for the bestiary called Shield Dragon. It's a powerful enemy. It uses Knock Silly, which confuses party members. If you attack it, it will use Knock Silly twice, and it uses Reflect, Protect and Shell. The easiest way to defeat one is to control it, and then cast Blaze at itself until it's defeated. Outside the castle, there's a specific enemy that only appears on the bridge. It's called a Kuza beast. It's weak to wind and it uses question mark as an attack. Deathclaw is a good blue magic to use. Head down, right, up and then right into a small forest. You will see a Moogle, classic Final Fantasy mascot that made their debut in Final Fantasy III. Follow the Moogle down the hole. It's a fairly linear path. Your goal is to head to the very right hand side, and the water currents will guide you there, but you will get random encounters. There's a few enemies to get here. The Moogle Eater, they are weak to lightning. Another new enemy you can face is Acrophes. They are weak to lightning and level 5 death works. When you get to the next surface area, Get the chest to the right and go back in the water by the waterfall, and then again in the water when you get to the next surface area. Another new enemy you can face is the blood slime. They use vampire and are weak to fire, also physical attacks don't work great against them. Get the chest that's on the left hand side, then head right. Before you face the boss that's hassling the Moogle, there is one enemy to get that only shows up on this area. It's called a lesser Lopros. It does powerful wind or ice or poison attacks that hit all the party. You can use level 4 Gravica and it's weak to fire. The boss is a Tyrannosaur, which appeared in the original Final Fantasy, except this is of the undead variety and can be instantly defeated with a Phoenix down. If you don't, it has the usual undead weaknesses of fire and healing. Exit the area and go where the Moogle went, which is the top right corner of the continent in a small forest area. You go through a lot of desert area. In the desert you can face the Sandcrawler, a very powerful enemy that uses Maelstrom to reduce all party members' HP to single digits. Aqua Breath is a good blue magic spell to use, and casting Break on a Spellblade works very well as well. Another desert enemy you can get is Cactus. Very weak enemies. You can learn the Blue Mage spell 1000 Needles if you haven't got it yet, by controlling it. Also, it's a good way to defeat them by using it on themselves. Aqua Breath is effective as well. When you reach the large patch of the forest area, the entrance to the Moogle village is in the middle of the forest. Head to the right of the village and interact with the Moogle twice to be led into its house with 6 chests to get. Exit the house and go to the left hand side and enter the next house and put on the Moogle costume. Then go to the next house on the left and speak to the Moogle, and it will let you access the chest. Exit the house and then speak to the Moogle again that's on the right hand side. After the cutscene you will be in Galef's castle. Immediately to the left is a chest you can open. Head down through a secret passage for another chest containing a time spell called Teleport, which can warp out of battles and teleport out of dungeons. Head down twice to exit the main castle entrance. The next door on the left leads to an inn and an item store, and then further left is weapons, armor and magic. Buy anything you need. Head up the stairs and follow the linear path until you are back outside the castle, and then head into the tower and follow it until you get a chest, and then you can open a secret entrance at the bottom and go in between the vendors and interact until they give you an item. Exit the weapon shop and head down in the water. Along the way, don't press the button or you'll just be thrown back to the start of the water. Follow the water all the way around to the top right of the castle to find a hidden item, a very good sword to use. Return all the way back through the water, press the button to return to the castle courtyard, head all the way right and go through the door, then the stairs down on the right. Go down, and for now, you can't go any further. But in this room, you can get an enemy for the bestiary. These enemies can cast Break only the once, and can be defeated easily by level 5 death. Or, as they are stone creatures, gold needles will instantly defeat them as well. This is a good place to farm APB, and you can steal twin lances from them, a good weapon for a dragoon. Go back up to the entrance area of the castle, and then head up to the throne room. Take the right hand stairs and head up, and then down and speak to Krill, to get your next objective, which is to get some dragon grass. Exit the castle and you will face an abductor again. A lot easier than the solo battle. It has no weaknesses or strength, just hit it with your best attacks. Deathclaw works well. Exit the castle. Your next destination is northwards. In the swamp area, you can face some new enemies. You have the weresnake, weak enemies that start poisoned, and is weak against ice. The frog-like enemy called Cornago. Like most frog enemies, they can turn party members into frogs. Capture a Cornago as well before you get to the next town, and you will be given a really handy accessory. Use Deathclaw on a Cornago, and then capture, as they tend to run away very quickly. The final enemy is Aquathorn. They use Slimer and are weak against lightning. Another new enemy you can get before you go into the next town is the cursed beings. They are weak against lightning. Head up into the town and enter the top house. You can't enter anywhere else yet. Everything is now open. Shop for some new weapons or armor. Exit the shop and interact with the well, and a wizard will pop out, and for 10,000 gil and a captured Cornago, he will give you the Cornago Gourd, which allows you to capture enemies at 50% health. Then go to the top right of the town, and there will be 3 werewolves running around. Speak to the middle one to get a bard song, Requiem, which, like they said, is good against undead and enemies. Head up and then up into the mountain. A new enemy you can face in the mountain is Drippies. It uses magic hammer to drain party members' MP. It's weak against poison and level 4 Gravica works. Head up and go into the first cave to get a chest. Another new enemy you can face is the cat creature called Lycon. Very weak enemies that usually comes in groups of 5. They are weak to fire and level 4 Gravica. Head up through the linear path and then through the cave on the right hand side and head down for a treasure chest. Another new enemy you can encounter is the Poison Eagle, a weak enemy with a poison attack. Exit the area at the bottom. Cross the bridge. Another new enemy you can face is the Bone Dragon, an undead creature with the usual weaknesses. It can throw a bone which reduces a party member's HP to very low. Phoenix Downs don't work. Head down into the cave, follow the linear path. Outside the cave you can get a random encounter with a golem, and you can't do much until you get the proper random battle, which is in this area. There is a hidden item in the second big skull you come across. Head down and go through to the next cave, and go through the crack on the floor and grab the chest. Go through the door and activate the skull switch, then exit the cave. As mentioned earlier, you can get into a random battle with the Golem, and he gets attacked by two undead enemies. Quickly take them out before they defeat the Golem, and it will become a summon for you. Golems debut as an enemy in the original Final Fantasy. This is the first time as a summon, and will protect the party when summoned with an earthen wall, which helps defend against physical damage. Head down on the now opened path and enter the cave. Go down the left hand stairs for 2 chests, and then the right hand stairs and get the last chest in the dungeon. Head down to the right exit for a save room, and then go to the left exit, and then follow the linear path and you will come across the dragon grass. You will face a boss, the dragon pod, which will constantly spawn dragon flowers which will inflict a variety of status effects. Use multi-target abilities. Deathclaw works well with the dragon pod to defeat it instantly. Exit the dungeon by teleporting or by doing it the hard way. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, where there are more complete retro walkthroughs, plus achievement and trophy guides, secrets and tips from the latest releases. Thanks for watching.